This is the tale of Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit with no idea of the adventures about to befall him, or their consequences.
My precious! It must know the way out! Burn the trees!
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Bilbo Baggins was a respected hobbit. He lived a comfortable life and never had any adventures. So Bilbo was rather surprised when Gandalf the wizard invited him on a great adventure. He politely declined, but not before accidentally inviting Gandalf to tea. The next day, Gandalf arrived with 13 hungry dwarves. They ate everything Bilbo had to offer, then sang sad songs and listened to their king, Thorin Oakenshield.
At dawn, we begin the quest of Lonely Mountain. We will win back our ancient kingdom under the mountain, reclaim our treasure, and have revenge on the cursed dragon Smaug.
King Thorin, you need a burglar to steal into Lonely Mountain. Here he is, Bilbo Baggins.
Huh? Oh.
Excitable little fellow, but fierce as a dragon in a pinch.
Despite his fear, something awoke within Bilbo. He wanted to visit distant lands, explore caves, and carry a sword instead of a walking stick. To his own astonishment, Bilbo agreed to go.
You've slept half the morning, Mr. Baggins. That won't convince Thorin that you're a fierce burglar.
I'll show him if I have to walk to the east of East and fight the wild wereworms in the last desert.
For now, you'll just have to walk to the Green Dragon Inn. The dwarves are waiting.
But
No time for it, and no time to pack. Just fetch your walking stick. Who knows where you will end up today?
Bravo! You made it in time. The others are waiting for you inside. When you are ready to leave Hobbiton, just open the door to the Green Dragon Inn.
It's about time you arrived, Mr. Baggins. Let the journey begin.
He regretted leaving home almost immediately. In the dangerous Lonelands, they found themselves cold, wet, and low on food. Suddenly, Balin noticed the light of a fire. Thorin sent their new burglar, Bilbo, to investigate.
Can't go back now. Oh my.
Mutton yesterday, mutton today, and blimey, it don't look like mutton again tomorrow.
Not a blinking bit of man flesh have we had.
Shut your mouth! You can't expect folk to stop here just to be ate by you at birth.
3 wicked, huge trolls. I'd better tell the dwarves. Oh, but they'll just say that a really first-class burglar would have picked the trolls' pockets. Oh, wait, a pocketbook. I could sneak past them when they aren't looking and take it. Oh, I'll need to stay away from those noisy leaves, though.
Oh, that's nasty!
Here, who are you?
Blimey, look what I've copped!
When the dwarves crept up to investigate, the trolls popped them all into sacks. Suddenly, the trolls started arguing. Gandalf imitated their voices and tricked them into a nasty fight. They fought until dawn. When the sun rose, the trolls turned to stone.
That was quite a climb. I have to catch my breath.
Any sign of the troll cave?
No. Or the key.
Key?
Long ago, the Witch King's people built strongholds in this land. Wicked creatures like trolls get the keys and use the locked vaults to hide from the sun.
It's an elf. Oh, and she's hurt.
Help me. I was injured by 3 trolls. I barely managed to escape into these caves. My healing draft is in the next chamber, but I'm too weak to get it. Can you bring it to me?
Took could see me now.
Oh, thank you, friend. I am Lyanna of the Wood Elves.
Bilbo Baggins of the Shire, at your service. I'm searching for the Troll Cave. Do you know how I can find it?
You will need this if you want to find the Troll Cave. But beware, these caverns are filled with the Witch King's traps.
Key! What a beautiful blade, with elvish runes. Barely a pocket knife for a troll, but perfect for a hobbit. But you'll need a name. I know. I will give you a name, and I shall call you Sting!
Soon the company reached Rivendell, home of the elves. Elrond told them of a secret entrance to the dragon's lair, a door revealed only by the knocking of a bird called a thrush. After resting in Rivendell, they set out to cross the Misty Mountains. Evil things and dreadful dangers awaited them, like stone giants and worse.
I've sent Feely and Keeley ahead to look for shelter. Would you please give Beaufort a hand starting that fire?
There's no going back.
Thorin, what have you done with my burglar?
Beaufort sent him to find firewood. If he's not back yet, then drat him, I say. He's not been very useful.
I brought him, and I don't bring things that are of no use.
I hope he's better at dodging boulders than he is at fetching firewood.
Those stone stone giants are throwing boulders at me. I'd better hurry. This pillar looks weak. Perhaps I can trick those stone giants into making a bridge for me.
Thank you, stone giants! You've made my escape for me!
That floor looks dangerously thin.
Bilbo! Up here!
Oh, Gandalf! You'll never believe what happened. There were giants and wolves and an enormous...
Plenty of time for stories when it's warm and dry. There you are, Bilbo.
Clash, crash! Crush, smash, take them to the great goblin!
This should stop those goblins. There is more about you than meets the eye, Mr. Baggins. The dwarves made camp just around the bend. Come along, Mr. Baggins. The sun sleeps, and so should we. Time to make camp, Mr. Baggins.
They slept soundly in a dry cave. Then Bilbo heard a noise. In the darkness and confusion, no one saw Bilbo crack his head on a rock and fall into shadow.
Ugh, what nasty, slimy things live here. Hello, what's this? A ring?
Lost again in the tunnels, Bilbo found a gleaming golden ring. He put the mysterious ring in his pocket. Then he realized he was not alone. Bilbo introduced himself to the mysterious creature named Gollum. They agreed to play the ancient game of riddles. The rules were simple. If Gollum lost the game, he would show Bilbo the way out. But if Bilbo lost, Gollum would eat a tasty dinner. Soon, Bilbo couldn't think of any more riddles.
Is it scrumptious?
What have I got in my pocket?
Not
Well, that's my riddle.
Hands, knife, string, or nothing.
All wrong. Now, show me the way out.
We must go and get something first.
What have I got in my pocket?
My ring! My precious! What has it got in its nasty little pockets? It must know the way out!
Bilbo followed Gollum out of the cave and found his friends on the other side of the Misty Mountains. But they were not out of danger. A pack of wild wargs attacked. When they reached safety, Gandalf said goodbye to his old friend, the Lord of the Eagles. At the edge of Mirkwood, Gandalf announced he was leaving again. He showed them a trail through the forest and warned them not to stray from the path. Soon their supplies ran low. One day, the hungry dwarves saw wood elves feasting in the forest, and they left the path. The wood elves vanished. The wood elves returned and captured the weary dwarves, but Bilbo popped on his ring just in time. The wood elves took the dwarves into the Elven King's halls and closed the gates.
Caught again. Without Gandalf, I'll have to do the rescuing. I'd better not let those elves catch me, or we'll never make it out of here.
Hello, Bilbo. You and your companions have done us no harm. I fear that we are the stubborn ones to keep your friends locked in our cellars. I will help you free them. To get into the cellars, you'll need 3 crystals. Elven King Thranduil keeps them close by his throne. Be wary of the other wood elves, Bilbo. I am the only friend you have here.
I sense an unseen presence wandering our halls.
Minions of the necromancer?
No. Just uninvited. Strange.
I heard something. A strange noise. No more than a whisper.
Was that the wind?
Is someone there?
Where have you heard? The White Council has taken the fight to the necromancer.
That vile sorcerer has plagued this land long enough. Psst. Perhaps it was nothing.
Bilbo, I thought I'd never see you again.
Is everyone all right?
You must find a way to escape, Bilbo. My ears may be old, but I swear I hear rushing water beyond that hallway. Explore that hole and see if you can find an escape route.
It's time to get these barrels packed up and sent to Lake Town. This looks promising. If I can free the dwarves, I'll pack them into barrels and send them down the river to Lake Town. On the way out, the elves send barrels down the river to Lake Town. If we pack ourselves into barrels, the elves will make our escape for us.
We shall be bruised and battered to pieces and drowned too. But I suppose we have no choice.
You'll need to put Gallion the butler to sleep before you get into the barrels.
An elf!
It's all right. She's a friend.
You must make Gallion drowsy by putting 3 kinds of herbs in his drink. One herb is in the lake behind the throne room. Another is in a small clearing in the courtyard. The third is in an old cave in the courtyard. Beware. The caves were once home to spiders. This potion will melt away the thickest webs. Find those herbs, Bilbo. And don't worry about Gallion. The herbs won't harm him.
After I put these in Gallion's cup, I can free the dwarves. When the herbs take effect, this room will be wide open. Oh my, that was quick.
Mr. Baggins, you will never cease to amaze. Now you must find Thorin. They won't tell us where he is.
He is in the deep cellar. There is only one way into the deep cellars. through the dark water caverns. It's dangerous, but it's the only way. I don't like sending you down there.
I must rescue Thorin, and this is the only way in. Don't worry. It shouldn't take too long. That was most uncomfortable.
Upon my word. Gandalf spoke true, as usual. A fine burglar you are. I am at your service.
Now to open this cell. The rest of the dwarves are waiting above. After you, King Thorin Oakenshield.
Good work, Mr. Baggins. I suspect I'll be bruised and battered to pieces. Get moving, burglar! We continue to Lake Town! A king in a barrel? That.
I do hope I put the lids on tight.
No! Off we go!
Dwarves were not meant for this sort of travel.
No!
I can hardly breathe in here.
Wait for me!
What's it? Baggins!
The barrels floated down Long Lake and carried Bilbo and the dwarves to the safety of Lake Town. In the shadow of the dragon's lair, Thorin declared himself king under the mountain. The people of Lake Town held a great feast for the dwarves. Their old prophecies said gold would flow from Lonely Mountain when the king returned. And while the dwarves feasted, Bilbo had the run of the town. The people of Lake Town said farewell as the dwarves set out for the Lonely Mountain. They passed through the lands destroyed by the dragon, the desolation of Smaug. High in the mountain, Bilbo saw a thrush cracking snails. Then, as the sun set on the last night of Durin's day, Bilbo saw a keyhole appear in the side of the mountain and called for the dwarves. They opened the secret passage into Smaug's lair.
Now is the time for our esteemed Mr. Baggins to earn his reward. You must enter the dragon's lair. Bring me the golden cup of Thor. Be careful not to wake the dragon. I suspect he will not be pleased to meet you.
Well, now you're in for it at last, Bilbo Baggins. There sleeps Smaug the Magnificent. If ever I am to prove my worth as a burglar, it is now. Smaug! And Thorin's golden cup is right underneath his nose.
Fire! Murder! This is indeed the cup of my grandfather. Bilbo has courage and resource far exceeding his size, and good luck far exceeding the usual allowance. All of our trials have led to this moment. Now we slay the dragon Smaug, and our home and treasure regain.
And how do we do that? You have no plan. Well, every worm has his weak spot, as my father used to say, though not from personal experience. Well, I suppose I could have a look. I do have this ring, after all. I'll creep down to the dragon's lair and see what I can see.
Excellent plan, Bilbo. Good luck.
I smell you and I feel your air. Come into the light, where I can get a look at you.
I might be able to find a weak spot if I could just get high enough to get a good look at him. If I keep the ring on, perhaps he won't see me.
I smell you, thief. Help yourself again. There is plenty and to spare.
No thank you, O Smaug the Tremendous. I only wish to see if you were as great as all the tales say.
You have nice manners for a thief. You seem to know me. But I don't remember smelling you before.
I am the clue finder, the web cutter, the barrel rider, and the ring winner.
Ooh, lovely titles. But my teeth are swords. My scales are shields, and my breath, death.
You know, I've always understood that dragons were soft underneath.
Ha! What do you think of this?
Dazzling! Perfect! Flawless!
No blade can cut me, nor arrow pierce me.
Old fool, there's an empty patch on his chest, as bare as a snail out of its shell.
What was that?
Well, I really must not detain your magnificence any longer.
Leaving so soon, barrel rider? Going back to those miserable tub-trading lake men? Burglar! Thieving lake man!
Bilbo told them all about the hollow spot on the dragon's chest. The thrush listened, and then flew away toward Lake Town. Suddenly, the wind howled. They barely made it into the secret passage before the dragon smashed the mountainside. Bilbo and the dwarves were trapped in Smaug's lair.
We must leave this place before the dragon returns. Get us across that chasm, Bilbo. Good work, Bilbo. Follow me into the dwarf city of Erebor.
It was a quiet night in Lake Town when Bard noticed a golden light in the distance. His men thought gold was flowing from the mountain, but Bard knew it was dragon fire. Arrows splintered against the dragon's scales. The townspeople fled. As Bard knocked the black arrow, the thrush whispered to him and told him what Bilbo saw.
Black arrow. Go now and speed well.
Three days later, the ancient raven Rook told the dwarves Smaug was dead, and that the men and wood elves were sending armies to claim a share of the treasure. Thorin sent Rook north to his cousin Dain. He called for an army of dwarves to make war on the men and elves. Bilbo decided to stop the stupid and selfish war before it could begin. He took the Arkenstone as his rightful share of the treasure and gave it to Bard and the Elven King. They offered to exchange the Arkenstone for the gold Smaug had stolen from them. But Thorin refused and cursed Bilbo. The next day, a legion of dwarves arrived, led by Dain, and 3 armies met on the field of battle. Anger was in the air. The men had lost their homes and loved ones. The elves knew what it was to suffer under Smaug, and wanted to help the men rebuild. But Thorin would hear none of it, and so it turned to war.
Halt! Dread has come upon you all! The goblins of the north are coming! Behold! They ride upon wargs!
The leaders gathered for council with Gandalf and joined forces against the goblins. Bilbo decided to take his stand on Ravenhill, among the elves.
Bold's army advances on the Lakemen from behind, and Bard knows nothing of this attack. We need someone to deliver Bard a warning.
The battle is fierce and dangerous. Who stands the best chance of making his way through?
I can do it. They can't hit me if they can't see me, and I'm faster than those ugly goblins.
You have completed your tasks, Bilbo, but I would rather not risk you to this terrible battle. But if you are determined to go, I will not stop you. Use both your ring and your wits.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day. Good luck, Bilbo.
Cowards! Come out and fight!
Those goblins have us pinned down! Use your ring and get us out of here, Bilbo! You're a true warrior, Bilbo. We owe you our lives.
Someone stop that catapult!
Someone help me!
To help him!
I didn't think I was going to survive, Hobbit. Thank you.
I'm looking for Bard.
You'll have to go through there, but it's full of goblins. I'll help. While you run through the gauntlet, I'll pick off the goblins with my bow. Ready?
Do I have a choice?
Have an arrow, goblin! And one for you, too! I've got you, Bilbo! Come on through! Nice shooting, fish and open!
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
Gandalf sent me. A large troop of goblins flanks you from behind.
So, we have a party on the way. It sounds like fun. Much thanks, Bilbo. Now, get back to Gandalf. This is no place for a hobbit.
Hello there. Enjoying yourself? Your passage back to the Elven King is blocked. Just follow this path and you will meet up with the elf Lyanna. Stay with Lyanna. She will protect you. I have other business I must attend to.
What have we here?
Bilbo, get out of here. Goblin reinforcements are advancing. You'll have to go through there. Go, Bilbo, go! Great work, Bilbo. Gandalf sent me to find Bjorn. I need to hold this position. Tell Bjorn that Bolg is advancing from the north. Bjorn is the only one who can defeat Bolg. Bjorn is a skin changer and will be in the shape of a large black bear. Find Bjorn, Bilbo. Go!
are an evil lot. No goodness in them whatsoever. If you're an enemy of the goblins, then you're a friend of mine.
I'm Bilbo. I have a message from Gandalf.
I thought he might send someone a little bigger.
Bolg advances from the north. We need you to defeat him. Perhaps I can help.
Let's see what you could do. Follow me. Drop that bridge, Bilbo!
Bjorn crushed Bolg, the Goblin King. The goblins were dismayed, but not defeated. Suddenly, Bilbo saw the eagles. But then a stone struck his head, and he saw no more. The battle raged around him, a battle of 5 armies. The goblins were driven from the lonely mountain. But Thorin, king under the mountain, lay dying. He asked Bilbo for forgiveness. In his heart he wished he had been more like the Hobbit, valuing food and cheer above hoarded gold. The old prophecies had come true. The dragon was gone, and gold flowed down from the mountain to rebuild Lake Town. Men, elves, and dwarves had a new chance to unite against future dangers. Bilbo bade farewell to his friends, took only 2 small chests of gold, and began his journey home. He had many hardships and adventures before he got back, but that's another story.